Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Did nobody watch it and go, oh.
Feeling of this? You like it?
Hump Day. The best day of the week besides Friday. That's right. Happy Wednesday. We're glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Because we want you to be a part of our neighborhood. That's right. How's everyone doing? How's the work week treating you? Better than it should, I hope. Ooh, buddy. We're in for a treat today. But before we get to that, in the description down below are some links to things Squeaky Chair and I like and enjoy and sometimes love. Feel free to check them out. Maybe you'll find something that makes you as happy as coffee makes me. And Squeaky. They don't pay us. We just love their stuff. So, today we're going to talk about a movie that I was super excited about. Now, lately I've been talking about samurai movies. I've been doing some Kurosawa samurai classics that I wanted to talk about. And I paused that to talk about something that I had heard about and was extremely happy to watch, or excited to watch, until I started it. Day Shift, 2022, rated R, hour and 53 minutes. Director, J.J. Perry. First movie he's ever directed. Tyler Tass wrote the screenplay with Shay Hatton. Tyler Tass, this is his only credit. Shay Hatton has a couple of John Wick movies under his belt, starting with the third one, but the rest of his stuff, it's not good. Look, it stars Jamie Foxx and Dave Franco. Basically a buddy movie. It also has Snoop Dogg in it. But I'm going to give an honorable mention before I talk about this movie. Alright? I'm going to talk about Scott Adkins and Steve Howie. They played the Nazarian brothers for just one little bit in the movie. And these two guys are great. The fight scene that they take part in, Scott Adkins, anybody that knows, stunts and stuff like that knows him. I hadn't heard of Steve Howie, and I don't know who he is other than from this movie. But the fight scene with these two guys is the best fight scene of the movie. Not the whole fight scene, mind you. Just their bits. Their bits are fantastic. Dave Franco just screams and hollers for most of the fight scenes, and the running gag is he pees himself every time he's in a fight. So, that guy. And Jamie Foxx is the lead as he collects a paycheck poorly. Excuse me. Now, the premise is a hard-working, blue-collar dad who just wants to provide a good life for his quick-witted... No, she's not. She's annoying. She's an 8-year-old, and the dialogue they've given her makes her... She acts like a smarty pants. She's annoying. I wish the vampires had gotten her. A good life for his quick-witted 8-year-old daughter. Excuse me. Good grief. Sorry, guys. His mundane San Fernando Valley pool cleaning job is a front for his real source of income, hunting and killing vampires. Okay. That's the basics of this movie. Here's the thing. He and his wife were divorced because she thought he was a lying, philandering, cheating husband. Just not dependable, what have you. so they got divorced. In actuality, he was a vampire hunter, and he didn't know how to tell her the truth. So, for that, I will give it props. He's not a bad dad. He's a busy dad. With a job that he couldn't explain. So at least there's that. He wasn't just a horrible dad. All right? I give the movie that. So the ex-wife is going to take the daughter and move to Florida to be closer to be where her mom is, unless he can come up with $10,000 in 5 days to pay for tuition for school and braces. Okay, there you go. That's the story. So here's what had happened. Okay, there's a distinct difference between a streaming service's content, where they're just throwing content out to keep customers watching something, and great content, where it's all about the story. And 45 minutes into this movie, I turned it off and came back to it later, just so I could do this review. The writing is stale. The jokes do not land at all. I think I chuckled once near the end of the movie. Snoop Dogg is completely unnecessary in this movie. This is a promotional vehicle for Snoop Dogg's music and Snoop Dogg. And look how cool he is. But Netflix let J.J. Perry, Tyler Tice, and Shay Hatton write and direct this movie just for content, because it's not worth watching. Now, that being said, you could watch it, and I'm not saying you won't enjoy bits of it, because there are moments, slight moments, where you see where there was something that could have been great, just like the storyline. It could have been great. Jamie Foxx, who's a great actor when he wants to be, was obviously in this only for a paycheck. His acting is stiff, his lines, his dialogue is wooden. There's no chemistry between any of the characters except for the Nazarian brothers, who are in it for one scene, who are two other vampire hunters. They were the best part of the movie. This could have been something great. Along the lines of Lost Boys. It could have been something fantastic with a good director and a great writer. And actors that gave a crap. It literally seemed like the only one that cared in their acting was Snoop Dogg. And he's not a good actor at all. He's just playing Snoop Dogg. In this, he plays another vampire hunter. A good one. A cowboy. Named Big John. So there's that. Look, y'all. I wanted this to be good. I love a good vampire movie. Especially a comedy. Especially a funny action movie. It's doable. I don't know what they were doing. This sincerely, all the hands it went through before it was released, did nobody watch it and go, oh, what? The fight scenes are pitiful for the most part. The car chases are weak. The action... Look, there's a really great opening action scene, or fight scene in this movie. It was good, but it was only good because of shock value of a human fighting a vampire. So the body of the vampire gets twisted and messed up in all different situations and ways. That happens throughout the movie. But that does not... that should not be every scene, every fight scene. That should not be the reason that the fight is memorable. If you look at the fight scene with the Nazarian brothers, it was a good fight scene. And they had chemistry as two brothers. They definitely outshined everybody else in this cast. The ex-wife is annoying and just, I don't care. The daughter, super annoying and definitely don't care. Jamie Foxx couldn't be bothered to put in a decent performance, and I definitely don't care about his character. There's nothing in this movie that makes me care about it and say, oh, I want to see these characters survive. I didn't. Halfway through it, I was ready for the vampires to win. And speaking of vampires, the woman vampire, like the queen vampire, whatever, the elder vampire that she is, she was awful. And completely not believable. So there you go. This was a horrible movie. I did not enjoy it. It was a struggle to get to the end. It just was. Unfortunately. The writing was subpar. And it was obvious. So I can only assume it was a paycheck for Jamie Foxx. I don't know about Dave Franco. He'll do anything for a paycheck. But he's usually, like, he puts it all on the line. He just plays the same character. So that's that. If you want to watch it, but I think you'll be sorely disappointed, unfortunately, because it had the chance to be a great movie, and they ruined it. And I don't know exactly whose fault it was. It may have been the whole set. It may have been from the director on down. I don't know. But nobody was trying to make a good movie. The dialogue's horrible. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. It needed more work before it was put out as content. So if you're hoping this is a big Jamie Foxx vehicle, which I'm sure they'll try to do a sequel, and it'll be just as horrible, good luck to you if you want to watch it. Well, that's it. That's my Hump Day review. Disappointed, to say the least. So I hope you have a great rest of your week. And Friday, we're back to a Kurosawa double feature. So, for Michael the Microphone, Bob, Squeaky Chair, and this fat nerd, we'll see you on Friday.